guys, what's up? Here we are, we back. You know, people see us dancing and laughing a lot, but some may assume that it's always been like that. But trust me, it definitely has not been. So we're going to share a little bit of this with you in regards to some of the things that has happened to us in the past. On you.
Okay, when we got married, I was 19 years old, 7 months pregnant, and he was 21 years old.
Go ahead.
But first, let me say this. One of the best things that could have happened to our marriage was leaving our hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. We were both born and raised there, but thanks to the military, to the Navy specifically, we never lived there as a couple. This meant to us, when he had his hooping and hollering days, his arguments, and trust me, we had plenty of them.
Who you think y'all hooping and hollering with?
We had to figure things out for ourselves. There was no running to family for backup. There was no family stepping in the middle of our disagreements. And even if we wanted to call someone, we couldn't. Because at that time, if you wanted to call long distance, you had to pay. And we definitely had no extra money in order to pay to make a long distance call. I'm so thankful though for the Navy, for the military. The reason why is that I've always said this. I believe if we would have stayed in Memphis, that our marriage probably would have lasted about 6 months, if that.
I'd have gave it at least a year anyway.
Maybe,
Yeah.
But let me be very clear also. We were also extremely poor. And we also didn't have great communication skills at all. When we got upset, we were not sitting around saying, dear, we need to discuss our feelings.
We didn't do none of that. Yeah.
No, we communicated about hooping and hollering. And I'm going to tell on myself for a minute now. When he would do something to me that make me really upset, I knew that he loved his clothes. And guess what I would do? I would go and get Sears, and I would.
If we could barely afford to eat, how come you gonna be cutting up clothes like can't go buy it anymore? Come on now.
Was this mature on my part? No. Was it effective? Well,
no.
He definitely noticed.
No.
Looking back now, though.
Get that.
Looking back now, though, we can laugh about it. But what it really shows is that how young we were and how much we have grown now, our growth. And we were also poor, though, in basically as far as with finances also. When I was growing up with my parents, I knew we were poor, but I didn't know. But everybody in the neighborhood, we were in the same position. Even though we were poor,
Sure.
I was able to eat whatever I wanted to eat. And plus, we got toys and so forth like that. But when we got married, I understood what poor really was. What's one thing that you remember about being poor?
Well, we had to definitely tighten up our belts and stuff like that. We had a car, but the car broke down 1 year and we could not afford to get it fixed. So I had a bicycle. And I rode that bicycle every day for probably about 6 months at least. 12 miles one way. But one thing that did happen out of that for us, I became very physically fit. Because riding that bike, it was all downhill going, but coming back, it was all uphill. So I got physically fit doing that, so that was awesome.
Yeah, we were stationed in San Diego. If you ever been to San Diego, they have these tall hills that he had to pedal. But we had to do what we had to do. One thing that I specifically remember is that soda was a luxury to us. So the only thing we basically could afford was Kool-Aid, 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 Kool-Aid. We had so much Kool-Aid that even today, I don't care for Kool-Aid because I had so much when we were younger. You know,
I still like Kool-Aid.
You know,
Kool-Aid is still good. You can't get rid of that.
But do you remember the commissary trip that we went on?
I'll tell you, going to the commissary. I always wanted to, you know, especially like get some pork chops for a change. Because we used to eat chicken. Chicken was the cheapest thing on the menu list, and that's what we could afford to do. So, you know,
chicken, all the time.
I want pork chops.
Yeah, and I explained to him that we couldn't afford pork chops, and he was like, "Why we can't afford any pork chops?" And I was like, "We don't have the money for any pork chops, so it is what it is, you know." And
we deal with it.
Yes. So we shared all this to say this: our marriage did not start with peace. We did not start with money, and we didn't start with a whole lot of common sense.
Speak for yourself on that one. I had plenty of that growing up. Anyway, we need to wrap this up. Come on.
But we stayed together long enough to grow into all three. So what you see now, it was not built overnight. What you see now is not what it used to be. We were just two people just trying to figure everything out. So let me end with this. Do not compare your beginning to someone else's middle or ending chapter. You may be looking at the harvest and forgetting there was years and years and years of planting, watering, and growing. So, you know what I'm going to say now, right?
Woo woo.
How we always end this video.
How's that?
Listen to the song
What song is that?
I wrote.
What was the name of it?
Called Can't Age Shame Me, Baby.
Show you right.
Listen.
Boom.
You know, I don't know why you think I need your permission to be who I wanna be.